Today's recipe is a wonderful variation of the traditional Indian sweet gujia. If you are using many different colors to make this, you can call it rainbow gujia, or if you are using just a single color, then still it gets nice multiple layers on the cover, and so you can call it multi-layered gujia as well. So let us start with the ingredients. For the cover you will need all-purpose flour 1 and 1/4 of a cup, fine semolina 4 teaspoons, salt 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon, 3 different food colors of your choice, oil 2 tablespoons for the dough and more for deep frying, clarified butter or ghee 3 teaspoons, and arrowroot powder or corn flour 6 teaspoons. For the filling you will need fresh grated coconut 1.5 cups, sugar 1 cup, cardamom powder according to your taste, and rice flour 1 teaspoon. And little bit of this rice flour you might also need when rolling the dough for making the cover. First we are going to mix the arrowroot powder or corn flour, whichever you are using, with clarified butter. Now you can mix with your hand and make it into a soft ball with dough-like consistency. And now divide this into 8 equal parts. Roll each part between your palms and press to flatten. Now keep this aside for some time. To prepare the filling, I have mixed the grated coconut along with sugar in a pot, and now we are going to mix together, turn on the gas, keep it on medium, keep turning continuously, and we have to cook the coconut till it becomes soft. Now first the sugar will melt and the coconut will start cooking in the melted sugar. Allow it to cook for 3 to 4 minutes till most of the moisture is absorbed. Now add 1 teaspoon of rice flour. Mix everything and allow it to cook for another minute or so. Now turn off the gas and add cardamom powder according to your taste, and again mix everything together. So now our filling is ready. Allow it to cool down while we prepare the dough for the cover. Now to make the cover, I am going to divide this flour, all-purpose flour, into 4 equal parts, and because this is 1 and 1/4 of a cup in measure, each part is going to be little more than 1/4 of a cup. So let us measure one part, and I will transfer this to another bowl where we are going to make the dough. For the dough we are also going to need some hot oil, so I have already kept about half a tablespoon of oil for heating. Now add 1 teaspoon of fine semolina, just a pinch of salt, and half a tablespoon of oil which has been now nicely heated. Now use water or milk, add little by little and make it into a semi-hard dough. This is just like a puri dough, neither very soft nor very hard and dry. Now cover and keep it aside for some time. Now I am going to measure the second part of the flour, which is again about 1/4 of a cup. Again add 1 teaspoon of semolina, a pinch of salt, and half a tablespoon of heated oil. This time instead of plain water, I am adding little yellow color to the water, and then I will be using this colored water to prepare the second part of the dough. Just like we did for the first part, add water slowly and knead it into a semi-hard dough. Keep this covered along with the first part of the dough that we prepared. And in exactly the same way, we are going to make the third part of the flour into a blue colored dough and the fourth part of the flour into a red colored dough. So we have the dough now in 4 different colors. Keep it covered for about 15 minutes. And now after about 15 minutes, let us divide each of this dough into 4 equal parts. Roll each part between your palms and press to flatten. Before you start rolling the dough, start heating the oil that you are later going to use for deep frying. But keep the flame on low to medium so that it doesn't get overheated. Now keep the rolling board ready along with some rice flour and take 2 parts of the white dough. Now flatten them a little with your fingers and then keep 1 part of the arrowroot and ghee mixture, spread it all across one of the parts and cover it with the other part. Seal the edges, and now we are going to roll it into a very thin circle, as thin as possible. Apply little rice flour on both sides and then start rolling it. Now fold this twice and keep it aside for some time. Similarly, take 2 parts of the blue dough, spread the arrowroot ghee mixture in between, seal them together and roll to make a thin circle. Again fold it and keep it aside. Similarly, repeat with 2 parts of the red dough and 2 parts of the yellow dough. Now we are not going to fold this last yellow colored circle. Instead, from the oil that was kept for heating, we are going to add a few drops on this circle and spread it evenly. Just a few drops so that the hot oil gets applied all over the surface. Now unfold the red circle to cover the yellow circle completely. Again spread a few drops of hot oil and spread all over the surface. Similarly, unfold the blue roll, apply a few drops of the oil and then unfold the last roll. Here also apply some oil, and now we are going to roll all the 4 layers together tightly to make a cylinder. Roll it one more time nicely so that the edges get sealed, and now cut the cylinder into small, about 1/2 inch big parts. Keep these aside for some time and repeat with the other parts of the dough. So our colorful dough is now ready. Let's start preparing the gujia. Take one part of the cylinder. Keep the cut edge facing up so that you can see all the colored layers, and press it down firmly and roll it into a circle thin like a puri. Now place a small portion of the filling inside, about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons, and now fold it in this way to cover the filling, and we are going to seal the open edges. Now I am going to use this special cutter to cut the extra part of the edge and make a nice border around the gujia. Now keep this gujia covered with a damp cloth while you repeat with the rest of the dough parts. And now these are ready for deep frying. Now deep fry them in small batches on medium heat. Turn them around in between, and you will see as you fry them, all the layers on the cover of the gujia will separate out beautifully. When the white portion becomes slightly golden in color, drain out the excess oil and carefully remove them on a paper towel. Similarly, fry the rest of the gujia in small batches. Allow them to cool completely and then store them in an airtight container. Thank you for watching. I know the procedure is little longer, but it is not very hard to try. Do not hesitate to post any questions or comments, and please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.